Right, so what you're about to see is an Instagram live session that I did with my friend Dennis, otherwise known by his artist name Eyeden. His links will be in the description, so make sure you go follow him on Instagram, subscribe to him on YouTube, check out his stuff. He's an amazing artist. This is like an interview that we did with each other where we had a few questions to give back and forth between one another. It's very organic because we are very good friends, we're old friends, and we talk about things ranging from mental health to psychology to football to YouTube to music to aspirations. There's a lot of stuff that we talk through. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hopefully it's thought provoking and hopefully it's something that makes you guys think too. So I'll hand over now to the video and thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Jeez, we're back. What's good, people? Today we're going to be doing a little something. You know the score, you know what it is, Instagram Live. Today we're going to do one with Siraj. I've known this kid for a long time, man, long time. We used to play football together as well, which is mad. But yeah, man, I known him for a long time. We done an IG Live yesterday. It didn't save for whatever reason, which is flipping annoying. So, yeah, hopefully this one saves on IGTV and on YouTube, so we're going to upload it to YouTube as well. But yeah, man, this is going to be interesting. I gave Siraj the private link to my new song before it's out, so Siraj has heard it. Obviously, the new song is out on Friday. Siraj has sent a request to be in the video already. Let me fucking finish what I'm saying first, big man. No, I'm joking. Yeah, Friday, new song's going to be out. And yeah, man, it's going to be mad. So yeah, let's just, without further ado, let's get into it. I got 3 questions for him, and he's got 3 questions from me. What's up, people? Some of you were here yesterday. Big up IG Live interviews. Let's get cracking with it, man. We've got some fans in the building as well. What's going on, Ant? How are you? Okay. Let's go. Like Siraj. Let's get it cracking. Connecting. Here he is. Bro, I think the headphones, for whatever reason, I can't really hear them for some reason. Okay, no worries. Technical difficulties, guys, but it's fine. We keep it moving.
Yeah.
There we go. Perfect, bro. We'll just do about the headphones. Fuck it.
There we go.
All good, bro.
No,
Bro, first and foremost, I haven't seen you in a long time. How are you, man?
I'm good, man. It's been too long. It has been too long.
Way too long, bro. Way too long, bro. Just for the people, because obviously we know each other, but just for the people, just tell the people how we first. Well, I don't even know how we first met, but how long we've known each other, and tell them a little bit about yourself as well, bro. Why not?
Shit, if I think back, it went probably back to 6th form. First when I found out about you through Charity, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll never forget this.
Because I was, he was like, oh yeah, my mate Dennis, he makes this music and all of that, and I put some booky ass song out trying to impress some girl in it. Put some fucking. So I was like, oh yeah, sick, sound music guy, yeah, okay, cool. And then I think so we sort of knew of each other, and then went at uni. I think Charity, he messaged me or something going, yo, we're trying to get a football team going together and stuff.
Yeah.
So we all turned up to that 5-a-side first.
Yeah.
And then we were like, all right, sound, played some games, take the piss out of the rest of them who were pretty shit. And then I was like, all right, cool, you know what? I'll make my own team. So I started making my own teams and stuff. Got you involved
Fire
with
emojis.
it.
Come on.
Fire emojis, bro. That was the one. And then we started killing it down goals, winning everything there.
Bro, we were doing so flipping well. So much so I've still got the bug in me that I just carry on anyway, bro.
Mate, oh no, honestly, it's like people are like nowadays they're like, oh, I used to play football and that, but I'm like, nah, bro, we were literally every league down at goals, bro.
Yeah.
We Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Tuesday, we won them all.
yeah. Trust me, bro. We were smashing it. I remember, I think one of the boys goes to me, yeah, like if we win this game, like we win the whole thing. I'm like, what? That's what? Like we just win the whole thing.
Like the whole thing. What? We get medals and everything. Yeah, trophies.
We got medals,
bro. I still got them. My grandma put them up in the lounge, right?
Oh
every time
my
I walk
God.
in, I'm there like, yeah, that's me.
Oh shit. Yeah, bro. So yeah, everyone listening and watching this back, obviously, yeah, me and Siraj go back a long time, man. Long time. Bro, you know what? What's obviously, so for me, how this all came about, I was like, you know what? I've been seeing Siraj has been doing his stuff on YouTube and stuff, and I was like, actually, let me just reach out to, because I've been seeing you doing like reaction videos. I was like, let me see what he thinks to this video. I was thinking in my head, I think this video will probably be more his kind of vibe. So let me see what he thinks. Obviously, you've done a reaction video. Thank you for that, bro. By the way, I appreciate that. It means a lot. Appreciate that. And then yeah, obviously there's a new song coming out, and then I thought, you know what, let me send it to Siraj and yeah, see what he thinks of it. So, bro, live on air, everyone listening, what do you think to the new song, broski? That's not even out yet.
It links into my second question that I got for you, but
okay,
I like it. Right, it's first of all, just as a listenable tune, is very catchy. Right, it's something that you can sit there and listen to and just be like, this is something I can listen to over and over again. But then
it stays in your head, right?
Exactly. But then actually looking at what the meaning is and the lyrics behind it about, because it's obviously to do with, because I read the description in that about how it's with like the Turkish Cyprus and stuff like that, and I'm like, yo, this should be deep. And then you had the videos in there with it, and I was like, damn. I was like, okay. So you know what? On that, I'm gonna start with the second question, I think.
Go for it, bro. Without further ado, go for it. You're the guest, bro. Go for your first question.
Second thing, I got it written down here. So taking into account the new track, Cyprus on My Mind, and I got in brackets, which is amazing, by the way. People are going to be both moved and impressed by it. How big of a deal is it for you to be able to share your culture of being a Turkish Cypriot and your voice, not only just singing, but your language and your cultural influence in the music as well? And like, how have you been able to add that into your music more and more as you've gone on?
Yeah, bro, you know what? That's a really good question, man. I think for me, you know, I was very apprehensive at the beginning to like incorporate it, just because I didn't want to like push people away and be like, oh, like he's going down that route. So for me, it was always about just like combining the both of them, like combining both Turkish with the English as well. And it's something that I've just grew in confidence more, because, you know, with me, bro, like I can speak Turkish to a certain level, like it's not fluent how I would want it to be. So I was like a little bit conscious of the fact that, you know, people that can proper speak it, and they're going to be like, God, this is like really basic, whatever. But the feedback that I've had from people, like the little exclusive, the video that I've sent people, and people they've just been like, this is really good, man. So I've had good feedback from it, bro. But I would say, again, just for like, obviously, majority of people that listen to my music, majority of my fans, they're not going to be Turkish Cypriot, obviously. They're not going to be Turkish. So for me, just to shed light on something that actually, you know, means a lot to me, bro. And if it didn't happen, probably I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you today. So there's a lot of things that go into it, man. But yeah, it's one of those ones, bro. Really, it's an interesting one. But as well, just quick one, bro. It's, you know what it is, as you get older, like things that you like. For example, I've been doing music for a long time, right? Since maybe 18.
Yeah.
My intentions, big up Soap Watching. My intentions and my motivations for doing music are different now. Like I'm grown up now. Do you know what I mean? So for me, just to like, there's a love song, there's a love song video, there's a girl in the video, and do you know what I mean? All of that stuff. It's like, all right, cool. Like anyone can do that, but not everybody can do a video talking about whatever. So, you know, like a political thing or war. Or... So does that answer your question, bro?
Yeah, no, that does, bro, because it's something that I was thinking about myself, because it's like the steps that you take in regards to where you were to where you're at, it's been reflected in your music from what I've seen, because you've gone from things where it was like, even with the song, my favorite song of yours is Goodbye for the 52nd Time. Bro, that's I constantly play it, and I showed it to my missus as well, and I was like, yeah, what are you wearing red for?
Oh shit!
And she was like, what?
That is like, Raj, incredible. Carry on.
and so you've gone from stuff like that where you can see yourself growing and like your own life experiences in your music, to then coming forwards, and I've noticed more of the Turkish and Cypriot stuff coming through, which is showing you more sort of growing and confidence with your own personality as well. Because growing up, I wouldn't ever want to, like at school or at uni and that, I'd be like, Yeah, I'm Indian, but I don't want people to make fun of me for the fact that if I try and like speak a sort of language. And I was like, I'm gonna keep that in and keep the English side of me. But now the older I've got as well, I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'll sit there
And
and fucking
it's interesting, bro, because I think we live in a completely different world now as opposed to when we were at school, right? Like when we were at school, bro, it was like, I don't know, it wasn't really cool to be like foreign, or nobody really gave a shit. We were just like, whatever, like you live in, you go to this school, whatever, like you support this thing. Like you were literally identified by the team that you supported, or
yeah.
what flipping sport you played. You weren't identified by like what like race. People didn't give a shit. Like, but now I feel like kids going to school now, it's like it's all about that. It's all about where are you from. It's all about, oh, what dialect of that language do you speak? Oh, that's cool, or oh, that's a bit different, or do you get it?
Yeah. It's mad because it's like we went through it and race wasn't that big of a deal. I went through some stuff where with certain people it was, but I don't
Right.
take it minorities being the majority. So majority of the thing was like it was just what you could do, or like sort of yeah, like you said, football team, what sports you played.
Yeah.
And now it's like things are done sort of 180, and everyone's like, it's like with that Sainsbury's ad.
Yeah.
Bro, how mad's everyone moving over a fucking Sainsbury's advert?
People are so stupid, bro. Like, come on. But I'm glad because it actually reveals who the flipping racists are among us, so you can all fuck off. Like, it's
Yeah,
just
man.
so stupid, man. Like, it's ridiculous.
Like, bro, if you've had enough adverts, just give us one.
Yeah. Oh my god! Do you know what?
I just want this one advert, and then y'all can take the rest of them, innit?
It's so true, man. It's so true. That's actually mad, bro. Do you know what though? Funny enough, how we've moved on to this is literally perfect. Because my first question for you is obviously, well, I know, but I think the people, interesting for people to watch and listen to. What is your heritage, and can you speak the language?
So my heritage, the easy question is I'm a British Indian, but they're from India, so I'm a Sikh. Origins all go back to Punjab, but my great granddad moved from India to Africa.
It's Kenya, isn't it?
Kenya, Nairobi.
I remember.
My granddad was born. No, sorry, not my granddad. My granddad was born in Dar es Salaam.
Okay.
And then he moved to Kenya. My dad was born in Kenya. Uncle was born in Kenya. My other uncle was born in Uganda because we used to all live in Africa, and he had a factory, and he would also do the Dakar Rally and stuff.
Okay.
So we're Sikh Indians, but it's like also there's a lot of like we've been born in Africa too. But then I was born here, but we used to go back and forth between here and Africa quite a bit. And now I feel like I say I'm English, which is a bit fucked, but I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm a British Indian.
I hear you. And can you speak the language, bro?
I used to be able to speak it a lot more. Now it's more broken because everyone just speaks English now. The only one I speak Punjabi to would be my grandparents, but even then, like I understand everything they say to me, but I just find myself replying in English, which is kind of bad because it's sort of trailed off the older I've got.
Right. You see, that's so interesting because my situation is basically the same. Like, it would be weird for me to speak Turkish to my aunties, but they can all understand it. And when I do, it feels weird. But for me, I think I made like an active decision. Like, no, when my nan or my granddad, God rest his soul, when they speak in Turkish to me, I'm always going to speak in Turkish back. But my cousins, they do what you do. And to me, that just, I don't know, that just doesn't make sense. I'm just like, if they're speaking in one language, just speak the same language back, innit?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Just to me, that just doesn't make sense. But each to their own, obviously, bro.
Honestly, it's got to the point now where it's so second nature that I will sometimes find myself if I'm trying to explain something in English and I can't, I'll force myself to try and make a broken sentence to explain it to them. But it's more like an ability thing now, where because it's been so long, the ability to speak to them fluently in our language, it's something that I regret now that I'm older, that I wish I made more of an active effort for when I was younger, because now it's kind of a bit too late for me to pick it up. It's not too late. It's not too late, but it's a lot more difficult now.
Well, this is it, bro. So like, For example, like had a Turkish tutor and everything, and they're just so fucking expensive though. They're like ridiculous. They're crazy. But anyway, I've like took it upon myself, like learned Turkish in my spare time, whatever. But it would have been so much fucking easier if like when I was younger, they were just like, right, you're going to Turkish school, or right, we're gonna be here and we're gonna speak Turkish to you all the fucking time because you're gonna learn English because you're in this country.
Yeah.
Of course, up. So I don't know. I think maybe it's something for us to learn from when we have children, I suppose.
Well, when I was younger, my mum put us through Punjabi school, like Sikh school.
Okay.
But then when her and my dad broke up and everything, and that all kicked off, everything just sort of broke down. So
Where was that school?
it was in Folser Road. I don't know if you know the Ramgarhia Gurdwara. It's near.
You guys, yeah, you're so lucky. Like, bro, there's not one Turkish school in the West Midlands anymore.
Isn't it?
Yeah, there's not even one. There used to be like apparently there used to be a couple in Birmingham and whatever else, but there isn't one in the West Midlands. So how like and I don't really want to live in West Midlands for my whole life. But if I was to have children fucking here, I'd be like, well, where am I going to send them to Turkish school? So it would be a bit mad. But
Well,
yeah, man.
that brings me on to a nice little point that you're making there, because you know how you were saying you got a Turkish tutor and stuff like that.
Okay.
My first thought was, why didn't you get your nan to teach you?
Yeah. Well, okay. So this is where the history lesson comes in. Hope you're ready. Get
Yeah.
your seatbelt on. Right, history. So I'm from North Cyprus, so we speak Turkish Cypriot as opposed to mainland Turkish.
Okay.
So on the island of Cyprus, Greeks and Turks lived together for many years, right? I don't know how it's come about, but the Turkish Cypriots have their own dialect of Turkish and their own words. So like they'll say some words and they'll actually be Greek words, or they'll pronounce some, like, they speak Turkish, but when they say words, they'll say it with like a G instead of a K, or they'll like shorten the words as opposed to whatever. So much so that sometimes people from Turkey, they can't understand people from North Cyprus. So for my nan, like I would have like Google Translate up, right? And I'd be like, I was literally, bro, I was doing this the other day. I was testing it. I was like, right, so Nene, what is this in Turkish? And I've literally got it here. She says whatever it is, and I said, nope, that's not it. That's wrong. Look, Google Translate.
Yeah.
Goes, no, that's lying. That's how lies. Google fucking Translate.
I got the Turkish dictionary open in front of me. How are you saying it's wrong?
That's so true, bro. I've literally got a Turkish dictionary. I did the same. I was like, what is pencil case? And she said something else. I'm like, what the like, that's it. So,
No, it's a misprint. It's a misprint.
yeah.
But then that because that's something that my dad and my granddad's always imprinted in me, is that the reason, because growing through English schools and hanging around a lot of people that aren't from my culture, they never wanted me to lose my culture, because they're like, well, how is that going to be passed down through the generations? It'll dilute and then it'll eventually go. And that's something that I now make a conscious effort to try and make sure I never lose, is my origin, my roots.
It's so important, bro, because I don't know, look, at the end of the day, our grandparents came to this country for you know, a better life, but at the same time we kind of have to take our hat off and acknowledge, you know, our roots and origin. And it's so sad to say, bro, but both, you know, Turks and British Turks and British Indian people, they don't realize, but by them, you know, not teaching their culture, their language, their morals, all these things to their kids, what do you reckon is going to happen to your great grandkids? They're not going to give a shit about any of that stuff. Literally. So much so it's going to be like, oh yeah, like I'm like 1/10 Indian or 1/10 Turkish, and it's like, fuck me. And I cared so much about kids being Turkish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The way I see it is, it's kind of like an insult to the struggles and the memory of what your grandparents and great grandparents had to go through to even get you here to begin with. And it's like, eventually that'll either go, or you'll teach enough to the ones you leave behind that, you know what, no, we need to make sure that this is kept with us, because eventually that's your history. You know, you can't ever escape your history. No,
of course not. I mean, bro, look, at the end of the day, you have to go as far as, you know, you may think you're completely British, but all you have to do is look in the mirror. That's what I do. So I look in the mirror, I'm like, I don't know fucking English. And then I look at my name. You just got to look at your name, bro. Like, I think some people forget so much. They're like, you know, I'm not going to say names, but I've got people in my family, and they're like, no, like, I'm more British than Turkish, and I say their name to them, and I'm like, how is you tell me that name, darling? Like, come on.
You can
So
you can call your kid Daniel all you want, but he
yeah,
doesn't
exactly.
look like a Daniel.
Yeah. We all know that his name was supposed to be Ali or whatever else. Not Daniel. But yeah, bro, no, it's that's an interesting one, brother. I would say, bro, let's go. Yeah, let's go for your second question, bro.
All right. So it's kind of been covered here, but what I had down was what was the initial biggest step that you needed to overcome to start putting yourself out there with your music. So I know you started with like your rapping and stuff, and then you like bringing in the singing and stuff. So obviously in school, rapping wasn't as like shunned as when you were trying to like, oh, this geezer's trying to sing, oh, he's gay, kind of thing, shit like that. So then like, how did that affect you? And what setbacks did you have to go through to then get the confidence to find your voice and your style?
Bro, I don't know how much you know, but granted, for those that don't know, Siraj's school was like, mine and Siraj's school, they were like rivals in it back in the day. Like, they're like flipping bus would go past and we would like lob stuff at their bus and vice versa. Same thing would happen. Talk for hours about that fucking rivalry. But
the less said, the better, probably.
Yeah, legit. But anyway, yeah, I don't know how much you know, because sometimes, like, you know, if things would happen in our school or something would like, it would go over to the next school and they would hear. But I don't know how much you know, bro, but my flipping school life in terms of like, you know, Den and his music, it was like this, like, we hate this kid. Like, bro, I used to walk around school and they used to shout, fuck Den. Like, they used to shout, fuck Den, like everywhere, because it was so bad that it turned, I don't know, I think I got a lot of stick for rapping, but when I started singing was a different story. People were like, you're like, come on, like, don't be so stupid. But luckily, I don't know if I planned it like this on purpose, but it was towards the end of sixth form that I started singing. And then I was like, right, I can just, I'm leaving in a few months anyway, so fuck you.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't know, bro. I think the confidence came from me just perfecting my craft, you know, spending so many hours in the studio, so many hours just writing songs, to the point where I was like, you know what? I'm not going to give these people any fuel. Like, I knew I wasn't good, but I put myself out there. But the more I wrote and the more whatever, I knew, you know what? I'm gonna take those shackles off. I'm actually gonna be a good artist now, and eventually get to like a sick artist, amazing artist, excellent artist. And it's always a journey, bro. Like, it never stops. But yeah, does that answer your question, Rama?
Yeah. I also want to know about your how when you started, because in regards to what you're saying, sort of towards the end of sixth form, that's when I first put a stupid fucking song out, innit?
Yeah.
That was fucking worst mistake ever. But that gave me not even the confidence, that gave me the sort of, well, I fucking done it now, might as well carry on.
Exactly.
But even till today, well, probably it's getting less now. My family will always take the piss if they ever see me singing or like making a video or anything like that. You know how families do? They just like, oh, fucking loser, what are you doing in your room making that? Did your family support you like that, or did they like take the piss like mine?
In the beginning, they used to say to me, "Don't be so stupid." Like, I remember an auntie saying to me at 16, she goes, "Don't be so stupid, like doing this, like, come on, think of a proper career, right?"
Yeah.
I can tell you the absolute truth now. Nobody says anything anymore. No one says anything. People, because, bro, it's got to a point now where it's like, I feel like, you know, what is it, like army, and they start getting like, you know, certain badges and certain stripes. I look at it metaphorically in terms of like my career. You know, when you start getting certain things under your belt, people can't, how are you going to argue with that? Don't argue with me. Argue with that newspaper. Argue with that radio station. Don't argue, you know, why is Eyeden doing, you argue with them. They're the ones who decided to put me on it or decided to. So I think when the aids come in, and granted, I'm not saying I'm, you know, Grammys and whatever else, but when they come in, they learn, you know what, he's actually doing his thing. We can't really say anything.
Oh, yeah, I fully love that analogy there, though. I like that. You've reached your grade, your promotion. You've been to that. I love that.
Trust me, bro. It's a good one to remember, isn't it? I always think, please. Come on. You know what? Actually, funny enough, I feel like we're like going into it perfectly, but this is mad. Okay, cool. So my second question actually has something to do with this. So, bro, I just want to say a big congratulations because my man's what is it? How many subs now? 2,500, 2,200, something like that.
Let's have a quick look.
2,7. Look at him shining. All right.
Yeah.
2,7. Come here, my brother.
Thank you.
We say mashallah, bro. Well done. Very, very good. Very good, bro. And listen, it's not easy. Doing that on YouTube is not easy. So my question to you is, anybody watching this, because I'm always trying to think, you know, this shouldn't just be about me and you just exchanging, this, because they're like, these two guys' stories. For people watching this, bro, and for people that maybe are inspired by both of our journeys, what would you say are 3 tips on how to get big or how to gain the traction and gain subscribers, etc. on YouTube, bro? This is all you.
Ooh, okay. Okay, so when I first started,
yeah,
I was using my phone. I recorded with my phone, but I was so inconsistent with what I was doing. So the very first thing I would say, the first tip is consistency.
I hear that.
You need to be very consistent with what you're putting out, but what you're putting out can't just be just for the sake of putting something out. Because you get to the point where you'll be like, oh, wow, I've not done anything today. I've not done this, and you just put shit out.
Right.
So you need to focus on keeping quality, but not to the point where you overthink everything and go, well, if I put this video out, it might not do as well. Because you need to manage your expectations that, first of all, you ain't going to blow up overnight. And secondly, it's a long journey, and it shouldn't be something you go into thinking, well, I'm going to do this and I'm going to make bare dollar from it and I'm going to get 1 million subs. Because it started out as a hobby for me.
People associate, some people think, yo, man, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. By the time I got 5 videos, I'm going to have 1 million subscribers and I'm going to have £100,000. People are that planet you living on. Literally.
So for perspective, I'll tell you what. Let me get some numbers up for the people that are.
No, that's good. Let's actually start talking numbers. That's good, man. Enough people don't do this.
So my first YouTube video.
Yes.
Went out in. It's been
Drum roll. 8 years ago, surely.
It was, I think it was 2013. I think it was 2013.
It's about 8 years, isn't it? 8, 9, 10, 7.
So that went out. Here we go. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Here we go. So, very first YouTube video was that song.
Okay.
1st of May, 2013.
Okay.
The next one. So in 2013, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos. I put 5 videos out. Combined, even to today, they've got 500 views between all of them.
Yeah.
Then the next year, I put another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos. So in 2 years, what's that? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 videos. 2015, I put out 2 videos.
Wow.
2016, I've put out 3, and then 2017, I put out 4, and then 2018, 1. So up
this
until
year is going to be mad. Let me see how many put out this year. Keep going, though. Keep going.
So up at that point, I think I had 30 subs.
Right.
So that's what, 5 years.
That's mad, isn't it?
I've got 30 subs.
I can relate to it. Yeah.
2019. So this is last year.
Here we go.
I start getting. I'm like, you know what? I listen to new music and stuff when it comes out all the time.
You love your music, to be fair. I remember that from day dot. You actually proper fuck with music. Like, you love
music is like my whole thing, man. It's like my life.
I hear that.
I wouldn't be here today if I didn't have music.
No, I hear you.
I see it. So I was like, I listen to this stuff, and I see there's channels out there that put their things out, but they all, half the time I've seen some of them, and they're just fake as fuck. So I was like, you know what? I'm honest with what I do. I'm going to
Yeah.
put something out there. Put the first video out, it was a Slipknot one,
Okay.
and it did about 1,000 views.
Beautiful. That's
I
sick.
was like,
That's
okay.
What?
So having videos that did nothing up until then, and I'm like, okay. Then slow traction, very, very slow. People start commenting on the video saying, listen to this, look at this, watch this. So I start doing it. 2019 is going great. I'm putting video after video out. So I think, what's that? So 50.
This is, by the way, it's a really good insight for people watching while Siraj is just finding out. Real good insight of just how to grow whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's your business, whether it's just a hobby, whether it's your Insta, TikTok, whatever it may be. So this is really good at Siraj is doing this, man.
So in 2019, I put out 80 videos.
How many?
80.
80. I
80.
mean, incredible. That's fucking work rate. Regardless of the views, that is flipping work rate.
So that got me to like 700 subs at that point. So that's another 80 videos, and I'm on about 700 subs. A little bit less, I think. A little bit less than 700. So that's making music reviews, gaming videos, random singing videos, and just like a couple of random skits or some little short clips or something. Like I remember there's one video here where I've walked to my car and someone's parked right next to my door, so I can't open it. It's like 11 seconds. I was just like, you know what, I'll post it. It's funny.
Yeah.
People started making me asking for videos they wanted to see. I want to see this video. I want to see this video. I found myself going, I don't really want to make that video.
Right.
But I'd make myself do it anyway.
I hear that.
Because that's what they want. Where'd that bee come from? What the fuck was that?
I was thinking, what the fuck? I'm looking at these filters as you're talking. What are all these fucking... Jesus. Anyway, carry on.
So, come to 2020. First start of 2020, I'm absolutely on the grind.
Here we go.
Oh, you know, I said 700. I was wrong. Because on the 23rd of January 2020, 500 subscriber special, I made the video for it. So up until that point, 2 days before my birthday, 25th January, if anybody wants to buy me anything, 500 subscriber special.
This guy is so funny.
So it's going well. It's going well. I'm putting out stuff I want to hear, I want to see, doing it, and now it's starting to pick up traction. Because I said I'm not going to make videos for everyone else. I'm going to start making videos that I enjoy, regardless of if they have views or not.
I hear that.
I've carried on with my gaming videos, which don't get a lot of views on my channel. I carried on making just random ones, and I carried on with my singing and stuff, alongside the music reviews and reactions as well, because that's something I do enjoy doing. So then it's starting to pick up traction. COVID hits.
Okay.
So we go into lockdown.
Okay.
And then I'm like, all right, cool.
Here we go.
This is either like the moment to make or break. Because I'm like, everyone's inside, so I got to work from home. So I was like, I can work, I can do my work, I can make a video as a break. Work, do my work, make a video as a break. Yeah. So lockdown for me was also a point where I turned my whole life around and focused on getting clean. I haven't drank, I haven't gone out, I haven't done nothing like that since lockdown, the first lockdown. I'm fucking so much happier with my life now. I don't feel so shit about everything. That was the other thing about going through it. It was an outlet for me to express myself. I like it. So far in 2020, it was going well up until June. And then I was streaming alongside this as well. Streaming on Twitch, yeah.
Yeah, you're streaming on Twitch through to YouTube?
No. So I used to stream on YouTube as well.
Okay.
So I do the gaming stuff on YouTube as well. But I changed that at the start of the year to move over to Twitch. So I stream exclusively on Twitch.
Okay.
Because I got affiliate on there. So like I make some money from that. and on YouTube, the only streams I do now is more like interacting with my subscribers. But gaming and everything's over there. But then I take the videos from Twitch that I've done and I'll bring them over to YouTube and edit them and stuff for that.
Makes sense.
So that was going great. I was blowing up. My Twitch was blowing up. I had about 50 subs. That's where people would pay.
Yeah.
And it was going great. And then I ended up in hospital. So I had a reaction to some medicine. My liver shut down. And I don't know if you've seen it on Instagram and stuff. Basically, they went, I nearly died.
Ross.
From what was essentially an overdose. And I was like, what? They were like, yeah, you shouldn't ever take this medicine ever again. I'm like, well, it was prescribed to me because I suffer from really bad migraines. And the thing they gave me, they were like, yeah. I was like, okay. So I was in critical care for ages. For 3 days, just throwing up all my insides. It was fucked. But me being me, I documented the whole thing, didn't I? Going, lads, I don't know if I'm going to make it or not, innit? So I'm going to make this as funny as I can. So I'm there recording myself, throwing the fuck up, getting the camera back out, going, it was a great one. And just trying to make people laugh in that. Because I'm like, if this is how I'm going to go out, then I'm going out making everyone laugh.
I hear you.
So, touch wood, recovery's gone fine now. And now what? Half a year later, things are finally starting to clear up again. Because I started smashing the gym at lockdown as well.
I hear that.
I went ham. Like, I added like 50 kg to like, all my lifts and shit. I was jacked. I saw the picture. You know what I mean? But now, I'm like, I had to slowly start getting back into it. So I'm not where I was, but I'm slowly getting back to it. So I digress. I got back on it. I took about a month off.
Okay.
Everything died. Twitch, all the viewers I had before, no one came back. Pretty much.
Dipped.
YouTube just dipped. I was like, yo, shit.
So did you lose subscribers from just dipping for a month?
I lost a few subscribers, but so it went one of two ways. So YouTube, the people that were there from the start, commenting on some of the last videos and stuff that I put up, going, where are you? I'm getting really worried now. And I took a break from it all because I just had to. Twitch, I kept people updated on what was going on. They were like, oh yeah, we can't wait for you to come back, blah, blah, blah. Come back, no one to be seen. I go from having 15, 16 to 20 people per stream to 3.
Yeah. Fucking hell, man.
I'm like, what's going on? Because I was like, this is something I wanted to get. Something I do.
Just a quick one. How many videos have, and I'm looking at, well, I've seen some of the views, and you had one recently that smashed through the roof. How many videos have you put out in 2020 so far? Roughly.
I'll give you almost an exact number. 2020, I've roughly put out 300 videos.
Bumbuckler. Let me fucking tell you something. You see that there? This guy needs his props, because I will never forget the days where I was putting out one song a fucking week. Bro, everybody is like in their heads, there's too much content, man. You too much. Bro, look like, listen, fair play to you, man. Fair play to you. And one of your videos the other day got what? Is it like 14K, is it? What was it? It was something mad.
Currently on 14K.
14K, yeah, mad, incredible, bro. So, bro, just quickly, for people listening, how do they get big on YouTube? Number one, consistency. What's the other two?
Consistency. Make the content that you want, because if you ain't enjoying it, your viewers ain't going to enjoy it.
I hear that.
And manage your expectations. Don't expect it to be overnight. You got to constantly check yourself and humble yourself.
Beautiful, bro. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. I'm just conscious of time, brother, because of course as well. Listen, my man's work rate is through the roof. He's live streaming as well at 7:30. So I'm just conscious of time. Bro, go through to your. Is it your last question now? Is it? I think it's your last one.
It is my last question. I got a half question after that, but we'll leave that one to the end. All right.
Okay, bro. Let's go.
when it comes down to it, I told you before, my question's gonna be deep. When it comes down to it, what is the legacy that you want to leave behind? What do you want people to say and think about when they talk about Eyeden or Dennis?
Oh man, I would say the legacy. That's an interesting one, man. I just want, you know what it is? Okay, this is all I want, bro. This is all I want. I just want to be able to do shows, and for my fucking beautiful fans to come along and just sing along to my songs, and for me to be able to do that consistently. I'm happy. I could do that for the rest of my life. No word of a lie. And bro, when I say I could happily do, you know, the shows at the moment, they're what it's about 30 odd people coming to the shows, right? And as an independent artist, it's not easy to do that. So for me, I'm proud of myself, but it's not 100% where I want to be. Bro, if I had 100 people consistently coming to a show, I could say, you know what? I've achieved so fucking... that would be me, you know, just the happiest. But I think, bro, for me, the legacy is I just want to put out good music, man. I want to put out good music, and I want to, if I can make people change the way that they think about certain things through my music, that's a fucking win-win for both parties. For me to be able to influence, and for the listener to be able to be like, you know what, this guy actually talks some real fucking shit. So yeah, I would probably say that. But one thing I would quickly want to mention, I mentioned this in an interview the other day. People get so caught up on like just being very rigid in who they are. This is who I am. I am a doctor. I've been training to be a doctor for 5, 6, 7 years. What happens when you finish your flipping, you know, your school, your doctor's school? I don't know what the fuck it's called, but whatever. Once you finish the school, right? Let's say you're like, you know what? Fuck this. This is not me anymore. You don't need to be like, you know what? Because I put all that much work in. This is who I am. I'm the same, bro. If I am tomorrow, I'll be like, you know what? Well, in 2018, I focus more on my clothing. Who's to say that's wrong? That's not wrong. That's just something that I decided to do. So for me, it's all about being fluid. You know, I can have an opinion on something today. Tomorrow, I may be like, fuck that. Fuck that. I might say I am for Boris Johnson today. Tomorrow, I might say fuck Boris Johnson. What difference does it make, man? Just be fluid with your life. You get me?
I get that. But on that point, what I'd add is I agree you should be fluent. But I also think there's core principles you should always be able to lend yourself to keep you on the track.
Straight and narrow. So for me, my ones and Lena, man, what's going on? I ain't seen you in fucking ages. How's it going? Big up Melis as well. For me, bro, it comes down to 3 things. It's self-awareness, self-discipline, and just self-love. Like those 3, bro, are absolutely everything. And I think the one people and society doesn't talk about enough is self-discipline, because it's not cool, it's not romantic, it's not sexy, but you know, just you, bro, putting the work in, uploading those videos, that you are being disciplined. This is what I'm gonna do. This is, you get it? So that's everything, man. So yeah, I hear that, bro. It's about principles, but also being fluid at the same time. You know what I mean? Come on, bro. Okay, let me go for my last one, brother. You touched upon this, and I just want to say a big fucking shout out to yourself, because I will never ever forget this, ever. Right? I put a song out. You might remember this when I go into it. But when I was doing 1 song a week, I put a song out that was, you know, it was just talking about some real life fucking shit, like me going through it. Whatever that was, I don't really like to talk about it because that's not who I am anymore. But it was depression, or I feel weird even saying that word, but I just don't associate it with me. But whether it was that or whatever, but bro, you reached out to me. You said, "Listen, man, if you ever want to," because obviously we were playing football together at the time. You was like, "Listen, if you ever want to like sit and talk, and like I'm always here." And for me, bro, like people kind of looked at me and my music as 2 separate things, but they were the same thing, and nobody reached out, and you were the only person to reach out. So I just want to, you know, take my hat off and say I'll never ever forget that, brother. So I appreciate that so much. Well done. Yeah, so my question, bro, is for you. How has your mental health been since the lockdown started in March, and how has it been recently?
Ooh. For it to go through the lockdown, it was probably the 2 years prior to that, leading up to lockdown, because I was on a proper self-destructive course for about 2 years.
Mm.
I was like, you know what? I'm going to go out every week. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to do to my body. And I'm going to just put myself through hell, see how long I can take it for. I was at that point where I was like, let's see how long I can go until I drop. And
You know, what's funny is I remember even you at football, I think like something was happening. I can't remember what, you had to go hospital or something. It was something to do with your heart, or I can't remember what it was. And you were just like, I was saying to you, bro, like, do you not reckon you should like just take a bit of time? Like, he was like, nah, man.
Nah, bro, fuck it.
There you are, sprinting up and down the line like this.
Still scoring goals though, aren't I?
Yeah. That's pushing it. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Here we go. Oh, yeah, I was top scorer back in the day, bro. Come on. Yeah,
carry on, bro.
So then it just leading up to like lockdown and that. Lockdown for me saved my life, I say. Because if it wasn't for that, I would never have taken a step back to reassess what the fuck I was doing. So my mental health going into lockdown was probably at the lowest you can get. I don't like talking about it as well, but it's something that I had to have a lot of time to deal with. And what helped me was actually speaking to my family about it eventually. Because I got to a point where not many people will know, but I was literally, I got in my car and I just drove and I found the fucking bridge and I was just stood there, just looking over it. Like, it'd be very easy to just get rid of everything, just stop the pain. And I was like, you know what? And I stood there, I think, for 4 hours, just stood there. And it was raining and I'm like, this is fucked. Why am I here? And then I don't know what happened. Something just changed in my head. I came home, I was crying, and I just spoke to my dad, spoke to my granddad, my uncles, my brothers. They all came in, and for the first few months, everything was weird. Everyone was like walking on eggshells around me and shit. I've never been one to have a problem with anything because I would just never let anyone know about it. I'd be like, all right, cool, I'll go over it. But it showed me that even in the moments like that, sometimes it doesn't matter how strong you think you are, you need to speak. And so, like, it was fucked. So thankfully, my missus, she's been the one to keep me on the straight and narrow. So I can only give her so much love. She's
shout out to the missus.
Shout out to the missus, man. She's the one who saved me, really, and my family. So yeah.
I hear that, bro. I hear that. It's I'll tell you what, it's something that we don't talk about enough. And as you were saying that, bro, it's just, I don't know. Yeah, I felt for you, bro. Like, yeah, I completely felt for you. But I think it's something that we don't talk about enough as men, definitely. And I feel like a lot of us we don't know how to deal with it when somebody comes out to us and says, you know, I'm going through this. We don't really know. They'll say, you'll be fine, put on a film. And it's like, well, what happens when that film finishes, dickhead? Like, what am I going to do? Get it? Or like, yeah, you'll be fine. You just need a couple of days off from work. It's like, so what do you do when I'm off work? Just sit at home and just sit with my thoughts. So it's an interesting one. And I think, I don't really know, you know, who to point the finger at, whether we point the finger at ourselves and say, it's because, you know, we don't exercise enough, or our foods are shit, or our friends are shit, our family's shit, or the way we were raised was terrible, or school doesn't teach it. And school for me, I'm always like, I always blame school. That's my really. But I'm always like, fucking school's fault. School don't teach you how to be rich. They didn't teach you anything. So in my head, that's what I think. But I don't know, bro. I just I'm just glad that, you know, that's what I'm saying to you, because I remember me and you having a few of those conversations in the car before and after football sometimes. And I was just glad to see you like doing your thing on YouTube. And one thing that I did see recently was just you posted and you was like, I think it was recently, or maybe I was just scrolling down, I can't even remember, but you was like, I just need to take some time out for a couple of days. Like, and I was like, you know what, that's good on you. Like, that's actually sick. You need to do that. And you need to tell them that, like, yo, just for a little bit, I just need a bit of me time.
Yes.
Bro, I'm glad you're on the straight and narrow, and shout out to your missus as well for because big part.
Don't ask her too much stuff, bro. Don't
yeah, actually, I'm only joking. No,
that bit. No. She's just
What's
texted me
that?
going, she's just texted me going, I'm so proud of you. So I had to be like, nah, bro, it's too soppy for me now. It's too soppy for me.
Oh, shit. Brother, listen, man, it's been too long since I've seen you, man. It's been a pleasure to have you on this thing, man.
You too, man. All right, you know what? Last one. Put here. Lastly, more of a cheeky one, yeah? When you get me on as a feature on one of your tunes, bro.
I'm still at it, man. Here we go.
I got some pipes, bro. I got some pipes.
Listen, when you come on singing in Punjabi,
Yeah.
that's when we're gonna get it cracking. All right?
Cool.
Now, I'm being serious.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
this little summit melody in Punjabi, then we might have to pattern a little something. Me and you in Punjabi, and then we'll have, I don't know, we'll have my missus singing in English. Who fucking knows?
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Oh, yeah, we'll do something. We'll do something. Come on.
Come on.
Are you your missus there? Nah, carry on. I'm loving it.
That's the one.
Broski, listen. It's been an absolute pleasure, man. You have got like 8 minutes to go into your stream. Much love, bro. Swear down. We need to link up soon. Once all of this is over, get playing football again or something, man. Come on. Miss that shit.
We'll do that shit, man. We'll do that shit. Well, come join the Sunday League team, bro.
Oh, that's too much commitment for me.
No, bro. Just turn up for the train and see how it goes.
That's way too much. And I'm over Sunday League. The pitches are too big. You've actually got to be fit. Like, that's the thing. Can't be up.
Five-a-side then. I'm better at five-a-side anyway. I get to push people around. Bro, I'm waiting. You wait till we get there, bro. I'm snapping you first session.
Come on.
I've been going gym, remember?
No.
Right, brother.
Bro, see you, man. Take care of yourself.
Sound, bro.
Take care, bro. You know what? That's proper things. That's actually nice. You know when you've actually got like somebody on the live who's like, you know what I mean? You actually used to play football with and whatever else. So yeah, man, proper guy. Siraj, we got into some deep stuff there, man. Psychology, fucking mental health, heritage, language, YouTube, how to get big. Yeah, crazy, man. For those of you that are still watching this, Friday, new music coming. Sunday, the music video is dropping. I hope you're ready for it, man. It's going to be a bit of a mad one.